Mcfourms flavor mother.
Hey everyone, it's King CK here, and we got one, well, sort of a guest. He's a builder with the OIO team. Leonid, care to say hello? All right.
Hello. Yep. Hello.
All right. So let's get started here. So first off, we're gonna start off here with George's ship. I think it has a name. I'm not sure. Let me check. It's an oil rig, or an oil tanker, I should say, based off of his thing. Oh yeah, it does.
It's the MV
Yes,
Greenpeace.
we won't pronounce the other part, I guess, and you guys can see it on the video.
I'm gonna say that right now.
We will move our way over here. Quick, I'm not gonna go inside it. I'll just kind of quick do an overview. This is a modified version of George's Chinook. This is the modification I did, and it's pretty much the sister ship to it. It's the second Chinook, which British Columbia Ferries owned instead of Blackfall. It pretty much was painted the same way, except for featured a second stripe to symbolize the second ship, and it did not feature a bow on it, only because it was built to be more like kind of like a Washington State ferry, where it would just come up to the dock and they wouldn't have to move any of the bow pieces, except for just a sliding door in the middle. So we'll work our way back here. We'll keep moving back. If you haven't noticed, we're on over by the dry dock side of the harbor, where this whole area is going to be filled in with more buildings and all sorts of that kind of fun stuff. Hangars, buildings, cranes. I think we're going to have like a train system maybe. Me and Chris were talking about something like that. Yeah,
Subway would be
might
good.
Work, yeah. Right here we got the Ocean Coast, which is a ship that was built in, I think, 1920, I want to say. I believe it's a general cargo ship. He didn't really tell me much info on it. All I know is the ship sank in the 50s. That's all I really know.
Yeah, and talking about sunken ships, something that I'm going to be adding is, obviously not right on the bottom of the harbor, but, you know, a little bit out of that. So I'll put some of these ships and put them under the water to almost create diving areas that, you know, when you guys can download the map, you guys can go down there and look at the ships.
Yeah, I know.
So it'll be as
I
if
know
they
we
sink.
already. I know at least just I haven't really talked too much about with the rest of you guys. I'm going to be planning on making just a harbor based off of just kind of sunken ships, and it's just going to be kind of like a shipwreck harbor, kind of based towards that. Alright, so we're going to keep working our way back over this way towards Chris's as seen in the last preview, is Chris's fishing harbor. Well, we've made some expansions. Right here we got a general cargo ship, which is kind of like a fishing ship, but just a general ship that Chris made. It's called the Cornish Man. Clever name, I guess. I believe it is off of a real world ship. It looks familiar. Maybe George built this one. I think I do think George built this one, because it has the cut-in bow. That makes sense. This is Chris's ship's over in the other harbor. That makes sense. So yeah, this is George's ship. So yeah. All right, we'll work our way back here. This is Chris's ship, so I know that this is the Cape Book, which is pretty much like a old style wooden hull, or not hull, but wooden cabined fishing ship. And pretty much that's about it for that ship. There's not even an interior.
Yeah.
As my Minecraft froze. Fun. All right, now we're back. Right here we got Chris decided to build for his harbor a complete fishery. So it has little market stands right here. We got, as you work your way back, a Zeppelin drivable truck for the Zeppelin mod. So you can put the wheel in there and then change this out to stone. The interior is empty at the moment. I think it's going to stay that way just because there's not much need to put a interior on this fishery. The main purpose is...
The second floor is the same. Empty.
Yeah, I think the purpose of this is just pretty much like a place for the fishing village pretty much to stay, like the fishermen and all that kind of stuff. So, alright, we will work our way back outside. You got a trailer there, just pretty much a space filler building there. I think he hasn't added, that was just that wooden cabin ship is his only other one he's added. Alright, we'll keep working our way over this way. And then over here we have Leonard's carrier, or not carrier, but tanker. That's right. You
Oh,
you want to
yes.
talk about your tanker for a little bit?
Sure. So I just built this as a little project. Right now, I'll just go inside quickly. If you want to
All
follow,
right.
I'm not really taping, so okay. Um, so it's completely empty. It has a staircase, but I don't think I'm gonna make an interior. It should work with the Zeppelin mod, but when we have a showcase server, like when we have the ships and boats mod, um, we don't. I don't think that it'll be moved around by
Yep.
captains. Um, yeah, but it's a nice addition. I'm going to build a top to make it look more like an oil tanker.
Nice,
And,
nice. Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll work our way out. Actually, hang on. I'm just going to take the quick way / through. All right. We'll work our way back over to here, which George built on a little a hospital and kind of like a Coast Guard HQ for Chris's Coast Guard ships, which turned out unbelievably nice. It's crazy cool what he built. And then he also built a hospital for the for his for Chris's ships and for like kind of Coast Guard stuff. Got like a little ferry terminal right here for short distance ferries, which I think George built as well. Yep, short range ferry terminal. So at the moment it's just his 2 ships and then, or actually his 3 ships I think, and then plus Chris's little ferry or water taxi. And then right here we got a building I started, gave up on. I don't really build or roofs on my buildings. I get frustrated by that point. And then we're gonna work our way back to the Chinook, which was seen in preview number 3. But this time we're gonna be revisiting it because we are using this as our spawn for the showcase. So if you guys ever want to come check us out, I'll put the link or our IP in the description. You guys are feel free to wander around, just kind of look around in the place. We'll just be building for now. And it's not going to be until 1.3 when Boats and Ships comes out in multiplayer. We'll actually have stuff going on. So at the moment there's no way to apply for building rights either. It's just pretty much just come visit, hang out. Just so that way if someone had building rights, we don't want them disturbing the normal kind of flow of stuff. It's invite only too, just to let you guys know. I know if you were wondering how to get into Operation Infinite Ocean. Pretty much just make ships and let us know that you make ships, and we'll kind of check you guys out. That's how almost every one of our members have got in. So, all right, that pretty much wraps up this part of the harbor. So we got a little bit more to show off. We're gonna be warping up to the second harbor here.
Yep.
Which up here we got pretty much me and George. What we decided to do one day is we decided to expand this harbor a little bit. So he built a handful of pilot boats, utility ships. So here we got his pilot boats that he made. They're based off of, I think they're based off the Apollo, which is a Dutch one, and I think this one's based off of the UK's variant of the Apollo. I'm pretty sure. I know this one is based off of Apollo because it pretty much looks identical. Then over here we got, once again, George made the base of this, and I just pretty much modified it to look like Aquarius, which is the Dutch's newest pilot ship. And then over here we got our tugboats for the harbor. Right now the harbor is pretty much all set for bigger ships to service, because the point of this harbor is pretty much like kind of like a maintenance harbor for like ships that need repairs, all that kind of fun stuff. They'll come in here and then get all repaired and have all sorts of kind of fun stuff like that going on. Right here we got one of George's latest ship, one of his newest, which is the MV Aurora, which is an Alaska State ferry. And I also, which you guys will see here in a second, did an Alaska State ferry as well with a little bit of help from George on both the bridge and the hull itself, which I got a bunch of help from him on. So pretty much you guys can also go see the Aurora out on his Planet Minecraft page if you guys want to download it and play with it. Over there,
Yeah.
I don't remember, did I show Quinn Sam off? And yeah, I did show Quinn Sam off. And if you guys watch the OIO news and HeroCraft Farewell, you guys can learn some more on this one right here. So, alright, that pretty much wraps it up for this harbor. As you guys are sitting there going, oh, it's almost over. But alright, one last warp. which is we're warping over to our building yard where we do all of our construction for our ships, and then we move them into the world where I'm going to have Leonard do a little bit of talking about his latest project. So.
Okay, so if
Yep.
you just want to fly up here, this is well right now. I mean, it's not really fully decided yet, but right now this is the Carnival Legend and the Oceanic Star. The Oceanic Star is a fictional ship in I think it's what is it? Ship
Yep, Ship
Simulators
Simulator.
Extremes.
Yep, Ship
Is that right?
Simulators Extremes, and it's also featured in some of their older Ship Simulator games too.
Yeah, I don't really play it, so I don't really know much about that one. It doesn't have an interior, I believe, or in the
Yeah.
game. So basically, we're remaking it. I think it's almost identical to the Carnival
Yes.
Spirit
Yeah, they
class.
are pretty much the
So
same, except for I think differences in their top deck and their smokestack are the only major differences.
yeah, so I'm just gonna be making this. King is gonna be helping me a bit. Um, Basically, I think most of it is going to be modeled after the Spirit class, just because there's more
Yep.
information about it. The outside, from what pictures and stuff I can get, it'll be modeled after the Oceanic Star. But I'm hoping to add a few of my own, my own things to it, in the
Yep.
interior and stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll definitely be a fun build. Of course, this probably. I mean, well, I'm not even gonna say probably. This definitely won't be able to be moved by the
Yep.
Zeppelin mod.
Yeah, it's
Or
yeah,
ships
it's
and
already
boats.
one of those ships that's
Yeah.
by the
So
time it's already has most of its size, you can't move it. But yeah, just a quick thing. The bow itself was made by Chris. He built the bow for us, so just giving him a quick shout out.
yeah.
And then we will.
Yep.
Then we'll.
Um.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I just don't. He spent a lot of time making it. Actually, the real bow on Shannon. I'm sorry. Orient
Yeah,
Star, I
Orient
believe.
Star. Yep.
Real bow. The real bow on the ship. Actually, it's weird. It like tilts forward. In the upper half or something
Yeah, it
like
has
that.
a
So
it's a dual part like kind of bow to itself. Like one's designed completely different than like the bottom is than the top.
yeah, so he spent like an hour raging over
Yeah.
how to do it. So yeah, thank you for making it.
Yeah,
It
it
came out
turned out amazing.
perfect.
So, all right, now we will quick work our way back over to the last part of the tour for this preview. Which this preview, I think, at the moment, let me double check,